Hi, my name is Tammy Jones. I am 29 years old from Fort Myers, well, I should say Cape Coral, Florida. I am a personal trainer. I know we're all personal trainers, but I'm a personal trainer, and I actually run 2 Gold's Gyms, aerobics and fitness departments. I have an 8-year-old daughter, Allison Page, and let's see, my current weight right now, this is the heaviest I've weighed on stage. This past time here at Atlanta Nationals, I was 158. That's the heaviest I've ever weighed on stage. Typically I'm 155, 151, somewhere in that area, 153. Off-season weight, that depends, but anywhere into 190, 200, something like that. And of course that's getting heavier as I go as well. It used to be 180, 185. It's going up now, 190, 200 or so. I never played sports in school at all, actually, which is kind of odd how I fell into bodybuilding. I was in the marching band. That's what I was when I was in school. I got into bodybuilding. I was just actually trying to lose weight. That was how I got there. I used to be a little overweight. I shifted my energy from that negative place that I was into a more positive place, and it became the gym, and that was my home. So I kind of started getting more addicted into the gym and the exercise and the fitness more so, and then next thing you know, I was obsessed with that and kind of forgot about my other habits, and next thing you know, I just started going for it. I lost tons of weight. I went into an anorexic stage for a while in there, and then I had to get out of that. Wound up going through a bunch of stuff there to get out of that, and then wound up falling into more of a, eating. I had to eat. I had to start eating, so I started eating, and next thing you know, I was like, how can I turn this food into a positive thing? And I started building muscle with it, and the more muscle I got, the more I wanted, and here I am today.
What do you think are your best body parts?
Gosh, I don't want to sound, vain. I never know how to answer that question. I just think I'm overall just kind of complete. I don't have, I like my pectorals, I guess. I've always liked my chest. My back I've struggled with for a long time now. It's starting to come in now. And my shoulders. I guess my chest and my shoulders would be my two best, my two personal favorites.
Do you lift heavy?
I do lift heavy.
Do you have any numbers? We like numbers.
I know you like numbers, but I really don't track it. I know I should. Everybody asks those questions. I just get up underneath the weight and do as much as I can possibly do. And I go through phases in my training. Each quarter I change my training, but I typically stay within the range of 4 to 6 in the off season, which I know that's more powerlifting, but I love it. I get a great foundation out of it, and why change something that's not broken, kind of thing. I drop the rep ranges for competition, which is a good 4 months out of the year, so I think that's a good kind of flip for me, and I do sets of 10. I don't go any lower or any higher than 10 when I'm prepping for a show. So, and there's been a few times in the off season that I'll get into those 8s and 10 rep ranges, but for the most part, if I stay within 4 and 8, I'm lifting pretty damn heavy. I have a very dominant personality. I think that's kind of what drove me into the pretty much anything I do with my life is excessive and obsessed. I'm obsessed with a lot of it. So I mean everything. So that's kind of how I drove myself into the bodybuilding world. The bigger the better. More is better, and I think a lot of us have that mentality. But that kind of clicks with my personality as far as dominance and what I like in a man. I do definitely like to be dominant. That is my personality. I can't change that at all. It's not fake. It's just the way it is. I know I comment a lot on my journal about that. And I love when a man can accept that. I'm not saying, smack him around on a daily basis, but, just be able to let a woman have the independence and have the strength. And I'm not saying flip roles per se, but yeah, be able to allow that is a nice thing in a man, I think. So I definitely do like that. And what I try to get out of bodybuilding is more of a I think a self-esteem thing, because I've always had those issues, and I think that this helps me in a positive way. So I'm not necessarily looking for anything more than just trying to better myself throughout my life. I think this is a stepping stone.